So Kushal, I see you've quit working with Deloitte.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you do so?
Why? Why do you need to? You can just continue working and gain exposure. What do you want to do after an MBA?
I'd like to think of myself as someone who tries to stay happy and positive.
When the last time you was sad, depressed, it is possible the EBITDA is negative, but the company finances are healthy.
Would be
Okay, thank you.
hesitant to.
Thanks.
Hi Kushal,
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Very, very good. So Kushal, I see you've quit working with Deloitte.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you do so?
Ma'am, the reason behind that was I wanted to focus full time on my preparation for CAT, and it was a very detailed, decision that I had taken because over the 2 years that I had worked in Deloitte, I realized that in the last few months, which is from July to September or July to October, these are considered as very busy periods in Deloitte in my role, and so that was a decision that I had taken so that I could prepare full time for CAT.
And the reason for you making a switch from Deloitte and your responsibilities here to doing an MBA?
Ma'am, the main reason as to why I want to pursue an MBA is that while I was in Deloitte, I was able to understand the business processes to a great extent, but I understood that there was a gap in my understanding, which was basically that I was able to test these controls, the internal controls that I was working on, but in order to go to a higher level where I can get a bigger and deeper understanding of organizations as a whole from a managerial perspective, from a very holistic point of view, that's when I believe that I needed an MBA so that I can strategize, make decisions, make risk matrices on my own in order to grow and make decisions on my own.
I think the same goal can be achieved by just working a little longer in the organization and the team.
You've just given us a lot of consulting language, basically, which we understand,
Yes.
which is through and through into your system by now. But again, as ma'am rightly said, why? Why do you need to do? You can just continue working and gain exposure.
Absolutely, sir. But as I mentioned that by doing an MBA, I get a more holistic understanding of organizations as a whole. While if I continue in my role, it gives me an understanding of that particular process, of the particular type of clients that I get to work on. So my understanding becomes limited in that aspect. While doing an MBA opens up various aspects as to what I would like to do later.
What do you want to do after an MBA?
So mainly after an MBA, I'd like to look into more of strategic consulting, where I'd be able to make these risk matrices, look at organizations from a higher point of view, and understand them in depth. And
Have you thought of sectors, brands, companies that you want to do this for?
as of now, no, sir. I'd like to keep that area open because I believe that while I'm doing an MBA, I would try to understand more about various type of industries and sectors, and that would help me in getting an understanding as to
See,
which.
you keep going on and about these risk matrices that you want to create and you want to work on. One of the things that you're excited about.
Yes, sir.
Let's take up a brand and try and create a risk matrix right now. Just humor us.
Okay.
Tell us. Let's take mobile, telecom.
Okay, sir.
So let's take up I don't know, Airtel.
Okay, sir.
Right? Can you try and compose maybe something? How would you go about it?
All right, sir. So my understanding as of now is limited to operational risk, the risk that happens within the organization, right? So the first one, as you pointed out, that I'd be looking at the Airtel company on its own. The first one would be I think would be the shortage of these towers all across the country, right? So in case there is a problem with regards to the main plant, that would cause a big issue throughout the country because as Airtel is the biggest network service provider in the
So the
country.
number one risk that an Airtel faces per se is the shortage of towers.
Shortage of towers, along with if the generators basically, like if they're not working properly.
That's the number one risk.
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
Nothing bigger than that.
I mean, I think that would help you establish your presence in the market, and after that, maybe the customers from the
Does
competitors.
Airtel make its own towers?
No. It
Vendor?
also.
Vendor makes it.
Yes, sir.
So if vendor 1 nahi hai, can I go to vendor 2?
Yes, sir. But since again, Airtel is a very big network service provider, shifting to another vendor would
Be more beneficial.
it won't
Options hai.
definitely, sir. But if you're working with a particular brand per se, and I mean it's established. That's why Airtel gives them contracts. And creating these towers on a very large scale might not be as feasible for the other option.
That's your assumption. Chalo, give me one more risk. For me to understand that you understand risk matrix.
All right. I mean. I'm not sure at this point.
No other risk Airtel faces as one of the largest telecom providers in India, other than towers.
I mean, it can be from the competitors, sir. From the competitors' point of view, that Airtel is slowly losing its market share.
Is that a risk?
Not exactly.
Chalo, losing market share is an outcome. What is the cause of that? So that is a risk. So help me identify that. Outage हो गया, tower नहीं था. That's a risk. उसकी वजह से market share जाएगा. One more cause.
I'm not aware of it.
ठीक है. Tell us something about your areas of improvement.
All right, sir. So while I was working in Deloitte, I believe that I realized two major things that needed improvement. For the first and foremost would be that initially when I get a task, a particular kind of task, in the pursuit of being thorough, I take a lot of time in order to complete that task. Even though I have tried my best to not not give my managers a chance to complain because of that, because of my timing problem. But personally, it creates a lot of pressure on me, and it drags out a lot of energy out of me. That's the first weakness that I'd like to.
So you're a perfectionist.
Initially, yes, sir. I like to look at things extremely thoroughly, and I probably look at aspects that are maybe not required. So I would not label myself as someone who's a perfectionist, but in the urge to impress my managers at first, I might do something. I might work on something extra which is not required, and that
So you're a people pleaser.
I not exactly agree with that, sir. But I believe that
You take up extra work.
again, that's not something as how I would label myself. But again, I'd like to be. I mean, it's the urge to be thorough about something. But again, there is a slight gap in understanding where of what things I need to be looking at and what is important and what is not at the initial stages. It's just that I tend to do something extra.
So extra work or redundancy because you yourself are not able to prioritize or plan or filter better.
Yes, so that sometimes happens when I'm initially looking at things. Yes.
Second weakness.
All right, sir. So
Was there a second weakness?
yes, sir.
Mhm.
The second weakness that I identify with myself is that I'm not able to voice concerns freely, especially in team settings, where I did hesitate a lot initially because I felt that my managers would think that I'm not capable enough of understanding things on my own. And again, that sort of correlates with my first weakness, that I tried to do extra work just so that I did not have to voice those concerns, or I mean, if I just did something extra.
That again makes you people pleaser, right?
So you have difficulties in you can't say no.
A bit, yes. But I'm definitely
Okay,
working.
Kushal,
Yes.
how your name is resembling you?
Khushal basically means, I mean, it can be divided into two syllables, khush and hal, which basically
Khushal.
means a happy, being in a
Are
happy
you?
state of mind. I'd like to think of myself as someone who tries to stay happy and positive most of the time.
When the last time you were sad, depressed? Leave it. It's personal question. Fine. So, Human Resource and Best Manager awards you won multiple times, and Risk Manager
Yes.
for the last few months. How the HR policy could be financial risky?
All right, so one thing that I like to handle from what I've seen while working in Deloitte is user access management basically. So when an employee leaves the company, so we have controls in place to test whether the user access has been removed or not removed. So that helps you identify that, in case.
Do you think, means you agree, the HR policy is going to be a financial risky too?
Yes, sir. In terms of payroll management. So I'd just like to give an example that in case an employee leaves the organization and if his name is still there in the system, so as a risk analyst, what we did was test these internal controls to make sure that on the day when...
Okay, fine.
Yes.
What is EBITDA?
Earning before interest, depreciation, tax,
What is A?
and amortization.
What is amortization? Can you explain in the layman term?
Amortization refers to, amortization is basically for intangible assets where the value goes down.
Are you sure? Just a guess.
That's
Okay,
what
it
I
is
recall.
possible the EBITDA is negative,
Yes.
but the company finances are healthy. It is possible?
Yes, sir. It is.
When?
possible.
What is the state?
When
Can you name one sector in a company with EBITDA negative, but everything is fine?
I'm not able to recall.
Like the gas company is burning the gas. The gas. So which one is more important? The profit maximization or the revenue maximization for a company?
The revenue maximization. The profit maximization. Sorry.
Okay, are you sure? Okay, so कुछ तो पढ़ा होगा ना NPV, IR, R. When they conflicts and which one is going to win? It's the war between NPV. One person is NPV, other person is IR. There is a conflict between them. First question, what would be the situation? Why there is a conflict? Second, who is going to win? You know what is a NPV?
Net present value.
What is IRR? What is
I'm not able to recall.
internal rate of return? So, for a particular project, which one is a better? My simple question in a layman term. We should go for the NPV or we should go for the IRR?
Actually, sir, I'm not able to recall what IRR exactly is.
Okay, and my last question. First, let's discuss. You are into the cricket, badminton, and chess.
Yes.
Which one is your out of three? Choose one. Favorite. Cricket.
Yes, sir.
We have three different colors of balls in the cricket.
Yes, sir.
Give me all the colors name of the color,
It's-
and when we use.
It's red, pink, and white.
Okay, red in which
Uh,
format?
Red and pink is used for test match cricket. Red is mainly for the day test matches, and night is for the day-night test matches. And white is for the limited overs cricket, which is 50 over and T20.
Fine. Take any sector, any company, any product.
Yes, sir.
I want 2 points in each. This is my last question, final. The SWOT. The SWOT analysis
The SWOT analysis.
of any company, any product. First, pick the company or the product, and just give the SWOT or the 1 point within a minute.
All right. One company that just
Yeah, leave it.
to the
Khushal, SWOT of yours.
Give your own SWOT.
All right, sir. So I would like to start with my strengths.
Just 1 point
Yes.
each.
I consider myself as someone who is a quick learner and learns extremely fast, and that led
What is W?
a weakness. as I mentioned that I try to overdo things at the initial stages of a
What is O for you?
opportunity is basically pursuing pursuing an MBA from the right college where I'm able to understand things from a more
What
holistic
is
perspective.
T for you?
My threat would basically be a situation where I miss out on an opportunity because I'm
Okay,
too
thank you.
hesitant to
Thanks.
ask.
Done from my side.
Thank you, Kushal. Done.
You may leave.
Okay, so Kushal, वापस से why MBA and what do you wish to do post your MBA is not good enough. Okay, you yourself agree.
Yes, sir, I think
Because why are you fixating on these consulting terms? Why to kind of say कि मुझे ये कंपनियों के लिए ये करना है. अरे आप बोलो मुझे ये सेक्टर में काम करना है, मुझे कंसल्टिंग करना है, मुझे स्ट्रैटेजी करना है, मुझे जनरल करना है, स्टेक होल्डर मैनेजमेंट करना है. That's still good enough because your profile has been very nuanced, good, very technical, very deep dive.
Right.
Analyst हो. Sir मैं इतना उसमें बन के रह गया, मैंने big picture miss कर दिया है. I have stopped looking at the broad side of things impacting these narrow things. I want to go there, sir. That is why MBA will help me get there. A, B, I want to get into strategy, जहाँ पे I'll get to marry that with this.
Okay. Yes.
और क्या है? Strategy क्या है? Thinking in the clouds but doing groundwork ना ground level. So please say that. My God, Airtel का answer was such a disaster.
Oh, yes.
पर सुनो. Risk कोई भी चीज का सबसे बड़ा उसका fundamental होता है. So I'm HR, human resources. मेरा सबसे बड़ा risk क्या है? If Amya sir and Alpa ma'am here are my employees, if they leave, that's my biggest risk. Who will work? Who will get the revenue? तो Airtel का सबसे बड़ा ये है spectrum. अगर हवा स्पेक्ट्रम में नहीं रहेगा तो क्या टावर क्या फायदा है? So you should have started with that. Then आप उसमें फंसते चले गए और फंसते रह गए. Weaknesses, no. ठीक है, you are being honest, but don't say these weaknesses. ठीक है? Because these are also something that your profession demanded it, so you happily, they are your, what can I say, candid weaknesses, but they cannot be professional weaknesses. I'm sorry.
Okay.
ठीक है? So don't say that you're the quest for thoroughness. ठीक है? You can say that you tend to stretch yourself too much.
Right.
You tend to push excellence too much, which causes you to burn out.
Yeah.
So the problem
I
here
think
is
I missed
burn
it
out.
on the keyword.
ठीक है? तो वो जरूरी है, तो ये याद रखना, script it, write it down and get it checked. ठीक है? Second also is when you can't voice concerns, so you take on extra work. Your problem is saying no, my friend. That's very fundamental. No, you can't say that.
Okay. ठीक है, sir.
So don't say that.
Okay.
And then say कि मेरे को बस वही है सर, मैं कभी I get lost in the details,
Okay.
which ties with your earlier weakness of the thoroughness का जो वो था कि I get so lost in the nuanced details that I should be learning to look at the big picture. Now, that is why MBA, sir.
Yes.
MBA will help you overcome this weakness.
Yes, sir.
So all the time you are using this MBA to help you, fill gaps.
Okay.
Kushal, I think, were you scared? Were you nervous?
ठंड लग रही है.
थोड़ा ठंड लग रहा था.
Okay.
But not scared.
तो
Airtel वाले time, I think I was extremely.
from थोड़ा सा change. I think when you enter, just like greeting to everyone, आके and just
introduce yourself. So that was.
no.
that
So
would
when
be
you
the
see
cue
someone
and
for the
start.
first time,
Okay.
you genuinely say hi, how are you, good evening. It's a
You usually
greeting.
came and sat down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait to be seated or I don't know.
Yeah.
You can ask to be polite, may I have a seat, if nobody offers you one. Usually they will, but a greeting is welcome for everyone.
Yes,
even
yeah.
yeah. So use a greeting. I'm not really sure, but you came across as a person who was nervous. It could be because it was cold as well, but and then because of the Airtel answer, it got worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, initially you so the body language could be a little better, a little more confident with your answers. A little higher pitch also will work in your favor, I think, because तुम subtly बोलते हो तो वो थोड़ा underconfident लगता है फिर.
All right. Yes.
So that and just prepare your answers. थोड़ा सा मुझे refining you need. I'm sure sir has discussed all of this. और but थोड़ा better prepared with the answers. क्या बोलना है, क्या क्या expect कर सकते हो. We did not reach any of the
Extra curricular.
yes because I actually would have loved talking about something that is fun in your life, something that you like doing beyond this monotony that you were in for the last few months, years rather.
2 years.
So yeah, what would you talk about if I ask you about your hobby? The same cricket, badminton, chess?
I'd say cricket, badminton, traveling. I'm a part of an NGO where I visit.
Okay. So prepare, be ready with questions coming on them as well.
Yes.
Prepare them well.
Thank you.
सर मैम ने तो काफ़ी बोल दिया है, थोड़ा बेसिक्स पे काम कर लेंगे बिकॉज यू आर द बीकॉम ऑनर्स, तो कॉमर्स 11th 12th बीकॉम प्लस थोड़ा सा ये एबिटा, मतलब ये टर्मिनोलॉजी पता होना चाहिए, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स पता होने चाहिए। रिस्क में काम करो तो शॉर्ट एनालिसिस तो 1-2 कंपनीज प्रोडक्ट का हाथ में होना चाहिए।
ठीक है।
बाकी सब ठीक है, काम करते हैं। मेरे साइड से तो इतना ही है कि आप वर्क ऑन ए कैट्स
Okay, sir.
एंड टेक्निकल टर्म्स,
Okay, sir.
बाकी सब ठीक है।
Done. Thank you.
चलिए, thank you.
All the
Thank you.
best.